Hello, everyone, and you are so welcome to this evening's Pregnancy Relax and Breathe session with me, Avril Flynn. So what I want to do this evening is a version of something that's done in a lot of mindfulness courses or a lot of meditation courses. It's known as a body scan. And I think one of the things that happens when we become pregnant and when we're expecting a baby is there's a lot of focus on the baby and the baby's movements and your tummy and everything like that. And sometimes we neglect our own bodies. And we forget the ability that, particularly at times like this, when there's a lot of external stresses going on, that we forget to be able to check in with our own bodies. And we carry all of the stress that we have in different parts, and different people carry it in different ways. So this is a really simple exercise where we start literally at the top of the head, and then we gradually work our way down throughout all of our body. And the whole purpose of it is just to become aware of what you're feeling in different parts of your body, and just to become really attuned to your own body. And if you are carrying any little bits of tension, just to be aware of them, or if there are different feelings that come up, feelings as in physical feelings, but also feelings that might pop into your mind. And the whole point of this is not to try and fix them necessarily, but just to be aware of them. So we'll do a body scan kind of head to toe, and then we'll do the reverse. But this time what we'll do is, starting at our toes, we'll clench different parts of our body and then release. And hopefully by the end of it, and our little intention candle this week is that hopefully by the end of it, any of the little stresses or strains that you're carrying in different parts of your body can be released, and that afterwards that you feel a little bit more relaxed, but also a little bit more in tune. That if there are particular parts, perhaps your shoulders, your back, your pelvis, but different parts that feel a little bit stressed or strained that you mightn't have been aware of, that you can kind of let that go. Or perhaps do a little bit of journaling after this to find out why those bits are bothering you more than others. So it's not a particularly long one. And like all of this, if anything comes up and if any feelings come up that you're not comfortable with, then you can just stop at any point. We're not going to start this one as usual with the calm breath. We're actually going to go straight in, because this is very much of how we're feeling in this very moment. So try and make yourself as comfortable as possible. I'm just going to turn on a little bit of music in the background. So again, when I start it now in a couple of seconds, I'm just going to let that play. So if you can, I've just sent a little message. So brilliant, you can hear super stuff. So again, like all of this, there's no right or wrong way for ever to ever feel anything, but it's just so that you're in tune and aware that yes, you're growing a little human or not, but that your body is the vessel and is a hugely important part of your journey. It's the vessel that carries us around. It's the bit that connects ourselves to our mind and to our external environment. So just to be aware, to give yourself permission to feel whatever it is you're feeling in this moment. So we'll start now, and I'm just going to ask you to gently close your eyes. Don't force them shut. Just gently feel your lids close together. And we'll start now at the crown of our head, the crown chakra. And I'll ask you now just to be aware of how the top of your head feels. Does it feel tight? Does it feel nothing at all? Again, there's no right or wrong way to feel. There's just the way you are feeling now. And as we bring our awareness to the top of our head, we ask ourselves, how are you feeling? If no answer comes, don't force it. But just for the next couple of minutes, as I ask these questions, allow the answers to gently appear in your mind. Move now down to your forehead and your eyebrows, and the backs and fronts of your eyes. How do your eyes feel? Do you feel any stress or any strain? Do any images pop in front of your eyes, in front of your closed eyelids? If they do, just let them flow past and be aware there's no right or wrong way to feel in this moment. We move our awareness now to the back of our head. And at the front to our nose and cheeks. How do these parts feel? Do you feel any tension, any stress, or perhaps they feel nice and relaxed? We move our awareness now to our mouth, the roof of our mouth, our tongue, our soft palate at the back, our teeth, and our chin. How does this part of your face feel? Do you feel any tension or any stress in your jaw? Often a place where we can carry some of the stresses and strains that are happening around us and inside us. Whatever feelings, just let them wash over you and be aware there's no right or wrong way to feel, there just is. And we bring our awareness now to our throat and neck and the top of our spine. How does your breath feel as you breathe softly and slowly? How does it feel to breathe in and breathe out? Are you aware of any particular sensation, any tingling, pressure, warm or cold? How does this feel? We bring our awareness now to the tops of our shoulders, our shoulder blades, the top of our back. Is there any tension? If you're sitting back in a chair, how does the chair feel on this part of your back? Do you feel comfortable? Do you feel supported? And as we gently become aware of our breathing, we bring our awareness now to our chest, to our lungs, and to our heart space. How are you feeling? Do any images or feelings pop into your mind's eye when I talk about your heart space? Or are you just aware of your breathing slowly in and out of your lungs? Now we bring our awareness to the tops of our arms and into our elbows as they rest on your lap or on the chair. How do they feel? How does the skin feel? Does it feel tight? Does it feel warm? Or do you feel nothing at all? And as we bring our awareness now to the bottom of our lungs, to our solar plexus and the top of our abdomen, how do you feel? Are you breathing slowly and easily? Is there any tension, discomfort, tightness? Or do you feel nice, relaxed, and comfortable? Again, there's no right or wrong way for your body to feel. There just is how you're feeling. We bring our awareness now to our spine, moving from the top of our backs down our spinal column, imagining each vertebrae. How does your back feel? Are you comfortable where you're sitting? Is there any pressure anywhere? Is there any discomfort? Or is there comfort? Bringing our awareness now to our lower arms and our hands. Do your hands rest easily, or do you feel a little bit fidgety? Need to readjust your position? Need to move a little bit? If you do, just go with it. But how do your hands and lower arms feel? Are you aware of any touch or sensation as your hands rest on a cushion or the chair or your lap? Are your hands touching each other? How do your hands and fingers and wrists feel? Now we bring our awareness to the bottom of our backs, the top of our pelvis, our coccyx, part of that amazing basket that carries the little one inside you. That is so strong, but also can carry a lot of the stress, the strain, or the discomfort of carrying a little person. We're aware too of the little person inside us, but this body scan is not about them. This is about you. How are you feeling? Perhaps you're aware of some tightness, some strain or stress. Again, just allow you yourself to feel your feelings, to feel the physicality of your seat in your chair. How are you feeling? And now we move our focus to our pelvic floor and our bums, If you're sitting on a cushion or a chair or a seat or lying on your bed, how does your pelvic floor feel? How does your bum feel? Is there any tension or stress? Does it feel comfortable in the position that you're in? As we sit in our seat, how does it feel? How do your clothes feel as it touches the skin on your body? Can you describe that sensation to yourself in your head? Or is it just there and you're not really aware of it? But how does it feel? And now we bring our awareness to the front of our pelvis, where all of those amazing ligaments and bones, the other part of that basket that carries that amazing little person inside you, but our focus isn't on them, our focus is on you. How does your pelvis feel? Is there any discomfort or lightnings or any little nerve pain? Or does it feel comfortable in the seat that you're in, doing its job so well? How does it feel for you? And if your little one is wiggling away inside you, instead of focusing on their movement, focus on how that actually feels for you. How does that make your tummy and body feel? We bring our awareness now to the tops of our legs. Again, our legs are those strong things that carry us around, but so often we're not aware that we can carry a lot of the stress and the strain, maybe some anxiety, or maybe we're just happy to sit down after running around all day. How do the tops of your legs feel? How do the muscles feel? How do your thighs and the back of your legs, how are they interacting with each other? Are they working well for you? Or perhaps you've been aware at nighttime, maybe there's some cramping or discomfort, but how are they feeling now? And we scan forward now to our knees and our calves. In the position that you're in, how do your knees feel? Do they feel comfortable or do they feel tired? Perhaps you're not aware that they feel anything at all. Again, remember, there is no right or wrong way for your body to feel. There is just the way you're feeling right in this moment. And if you are aware of any tension, stress, discomfort, be aware of it. But like everything, let the thoughts of it just flow inside and outside of your mind. The only thing you need to focus on now is to answer that question for yourself. And we move now to the lower part of our legs, our calves and our shins. Those amazingly strong bones that carry the rest of us through our pregnancy and through our life. Do they feel comfortable? Do they feel relaxed? Or is there any stress or strain there? And now to your ankles. Perhaps if you're in later pregnancy, the skin can feel quite tight. There might be a little bit of swelling there after a long day. Or perhaps they feel comfortable in the position that you're in. If you're wearing socks, be aware of the feeling of your socks and your shoes on your ankles and your feet. How do they feel? How does your body feel now? We move now to our feet and our toes. When I mention them, perhaps you've given them a little wiggle. Totally normal, but a good way to see how do they feel in your shoes or your socks, or perhaps you're in bare feet. What's the feeling of your soles against whatever surface they're resting on? How does that feel? And now we connect all of the parts of ourselves, and in a more general way, connecting all of the parts of your body and being aware generally now, how are you feeling? Is there anything in this scan that's come to the fore of your mind? Is there anything that you're worried or concerned about in how your body is feeling? And we'll just gently breathe in and out. And allow those feelings to be felt. Giving ourselves total permission to allow anything that's bubbling up to just be. As you sit here softly and gently in your room, safe in the knowledge that your feelings matter. Your physical feelings in your body and any other feelings in your mind. And being aware that the feelings in our body and the feelings in our mind are actually one and the same. We are not separate parts, but parts of our whole selves. And now we're going to start the next stage. The first thing I want you to do is with your toes, I want you to scrunch them up as tight as you can. And just hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. And as you release, any stress or strain just melts away. And now we're going to do the same with our feet and our calves. We're going to scrunch them up as tight as we can for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And as you release any stress or strain that you're feeling in your lower calves and feet, just disappears. And now we're going to do the same with our knees and our thighs. We're going to tighten them up as tight as we can, moving our mind just to this part of our body for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. And breathe out. Any stress or strain that you're carrying in your legs just melts away. we're going to do the same with our pelvic floor, just like you would with a Kegel. An imaginary zip from front to back. And we're going to breathe in and clench for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And breathe out, and any tension or strain that you're holding in your pelvis and pelvic floor is released. It just dissipates like your breath. And now we're going to bring our tension round to our tummies and lower backs. And if you don't feel like holding this part in, that's absolutely fine. Just do it in your mind. And we're going to breathe in and hold and clench. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And any discomfort, any tension that you're holding in your abdomen, in your lower back, just disappears just as easy as breathing. And now we're going to do the same with our fists and our arms. We're going to clench our fists as tightly as we can and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release your hands. Allow any tingling or sensation just to be the release of any tension that was there. Just like breathing. And now we're going to bring our of our arms and across. Two, one, and release. And any tension or strain, the tops of our arms or across in our diaphragm is released, and you give your permission just to allow to breathe out. And now we're going to bring our focus to our shoulders and our necks. We're going to scrunch it up as tight as we can and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release your shoulders. Stretch them out and release. And a big breath out, and all tension or strain is just released. And breathe. And this final one involves our face. And you're going to scrunch your face up as tight as you can. Really scrunch now. Scrunch your nose and your cheeks and your mouth. Purse your lips. And hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And breathe out any tension in your face. Any strain across your cheeks is just gone. And we breathe gently and easily. And now I'm going to count down from 10. And when I get to 1, you are going to feel so relaxed. You've scanned your whole body. You've become physically aware of any little parts of you that feel any tension, stress, or strain. You know that you have the power to release some of that. Perhaps all of it isn't gone, but that's okay. Some of the tension will have dissipated. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back in the room. Welcome back. How are you feeling? I hope a little less stressed. I hope a little less tense. But even if some tension or stress remains, just be aware of the connection that you have with your body and the connection our thoughts and feelings have with our bodies, and how important it is to not just focus on your baby, but focus on the body that's growing your baby, your body. And know that you have the right and your permission to allow yourself to feel your physical feelings, and that it's really important to be able to scan through and check in with yourself. And if there are anything that's come to light, then maybe journal it down. Try and connect it with things that might be going on. And again, I'm always here for support. If anything's come up, or if anything that you need to talk about, or if you've any questions or concerns, I'm always here for you. Again, this recording will be available on my YouTube channel, and I'll send you all a copy tomorrow. I hope you all get some rest. I hope you all recognize just how amazing your bodies are, but just how amazing you are to give yourself permission and to give yourself and your body the time and space to feel your feelings and to release the tension. With best wishes, and thank you so much for joining me. See you next time. Be well. Take care.